Alright, so the final thoughts on the Aspire carbon fiber variable voltage battery. Well, real quick, one thing I forgot to mention, grab my, in the video, first part, is this little center post right here is actually spring loaded. Okay? So what that does is, first off, and I forgot, now the only reason I noticed it because, or remembered it, I read about it, but I didn't remember it, is when I put a tank on there, it would just, well, not right now, I know what I'm doing now, but it would just spin. Well, that's not doing it. Why isn't it doing it? Heck. That's still springy. There we go. Yeah, it's up. I guess the center post on that tank isn't big enough. Something, I don't know. But you could put a little, push down a little bit and then skirt down. Now what that helps is it's always kind of pushing up on the tank. And so it's keeping those threads pushed up, which gives you a lot better contact. So, again, you get the 5 clicks on and off, lights up. Just the voltage down here at the bottom. And, you know, you can turn the knob or you can turn the unit, don't matter. So far, things I like about it, I like the size. It's a little bit taller than it's downstairs to my other variable voltage device, so it's a little bit taller, especially when you put a tank on there, but it's maybe the mouthpiece bigger, so it's minuscule. It's skinnier, but not too skinny. Like, to me, let me move that real quick so you don't hit. But to me, that is just too, it's just too skinny, really. You know, I just don't feel. This one has a good feel to it. It's in between that. Well, I would say good, but you know, it's big enough to where you got something to grab hold of. Output 4 point. I mean, I don't have a voltmeter or anything like that to actually verify that, but I can't tell the difference between this one and my other variable voltage. I really like the fact that it's written up here 1300 milliamps, 3.3 to 4.8 volts. I really like that. Just because you have to think about it or anything. I like the carbon fiber. Now, I looked it up and it's just coated with carbon fiber, but, excuse me, that's enough to where it's going to be able to support a decent, get out of the garbage, little weirdo, kittens in the garbage, to be able to actually support some weight if you ever needed to this way, but also if you drop it or anything like that. You know, I mean, your button or your dial down here might get damaged, your tip might get damaged a little bit, but that's pretty safe. Two small itty bitty little complaints. One, there's no numbers between the dots. So you got 4.8 and it's nothing, 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 4.3, nothing, 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 3.8. So it's kind of hard to tell you know, where you're at. You know, I like the window idea. Because then you're not sitting there, you know, where is it? You look, you can just find the hole. There you go. Look at it. The second thing is the button, and it's just a little too much flush. Just a little too flush. I have noticed sometimes when I pick it up without looking at it, I've passed the button by a few times. Like right here, like there. If I spin it in my hand, look behind me. Actually, kind of have to push down where I'm at to find it, but minuscule little thing, you know, whoopty poop. You gotta. It takes you an extra 3 seconds to find your button. You know, where's the price on that? Either $650 or $28.99. 1100 they're $30.99. 1300 they're $32.99. And for 1600 they're $34.99. Recharge took about 3.5 hours, which is a decent amount of time. But fresh out the box, it went about 3 or 4 days. Well, yeah, because I got this thing Tuesday, and today's Sunday. So yeah, but I mean, I wasn't using it constantly during that entire time, though. But yeah, I mean, I'd say probably at least 6-7 hours minimum if you use out of this thing. Bring out the recharge. It's kind of hard to tell because it is a variable voltage. If you're using it 3.3 volts, it's going to last a lot longer than you would if you're using it 4.8 volts. So it's kind of hard to give that with this device because it's depending on how you use it. So that's the Aspire carbon fiber. Oh, one more thing. I like the carbon fiber. I do. In the gray, it's got a nice holographic type look. Anyway, so that's the Aspire carbon fiber variable voltage. This was a 1300 milliamp 3.3 4.8 voltage battery sent to me by Crystal E-Liquid.